So, let's talk about Alexa. Hi, my name is Cattell and I gonna tell you the story of Alexa today. English is not my first language, and I use a text-to-speech for this video, so I apologize for the possible misspellings or pronunciation or any mistake that could interfere with the understanding of the video. Alexa had kind of a chaotic story before becoming a K-pop idol. How did a young woman from Oklahoma become a strong and powerful dancer and singer? Let's see what happened, and who Alexa is. Alexa is a soloist of the fourth generation of K-pop under ZB label. If you don't know who is ZB label, here is a quick description of the thing. ZB label is a sub-label from Trainee, which is a South Korean video production company specializing in music video and commercial film production. Trainee isn't a little production company or a newbie in the profession. Trainee was founded in 2002 by director Hong Won-ki and videographer Kim Joon-hong and has evolved to be one of the most influential music video companies of the Korean wave. They worked with the biggest companies in K-pop, such as Big Hit, SM or JYP. They produced some of the biggest hits of K-pop too as well, but that is not the topic of today. So, to resume, Trainee aren't poor, they have enough to fund a quality debut if they want to make an artist debut. And that's what they did. Now you know the company, let's talk about the artist. Alexa's journey debut the 9th of December in Tulsa in Oklahoma. Her parents are South Korean for her mother and Russian American for her father. To understand, her mother was adopted when she was 5 by Americans, and then moved to USA. She and her husband met in Tulsa through a dating service, and that's how Alexandra Christine Schinderman was created. Alex suffered from racism through her childhood and adult life in USA. She herself shared some anecdotes about it in a podcast, about how she quit one of her jobs back in the days because of the racist commentaries of her boss, or how grandma said to her dad that it is a sin to mix the races. But in the end, she lived a great childhood back there, with dance classes and swimming classes and everything. Alex have a younger brother, a 3 years younger brother who is working on getting his degree, and described by Alexa as a person who do a lot of gaming in his free time and even have a Twitch channel. Alex just discovered K-pop through her best friend in school in 2008. Back in the time, she was in Chinese class with her, and they had to do a project on Chinese pop culture. And her friend just said, "Do you know who Henry from Super Junior is?" And from that, her friend showed her Super Junior MVs, then Shiny MVs and others. Her interest has been immediately piqued, so she continued to listen to K-pop. When she gets to high school, she started to do some dance covers on social media. She was followed by around 60,000 people.
It's the love shot.
In 2015, she flew to Toronto in Canada to audition in person for JYP. And then, in 2016, one of her friends submitted a video to this competition called Rising Legends and Alexa asked how to participate and then submitted a video too. The winner gets a Skype audition with JYP. And you know what? She won the dance category of this year. And you know what more? She won again the next year. But she didn't just won the dance category, no. She won the overall competition with the most votes, and ended up by flying to Korea for a week and auditioned for Kpop. The thing is that when she got the call to say her that she won, they said that they were gonna filming a mini reality show with JRE, and asked her to come a week earlier if she was okay. She accepted, and the whole reality show and the clip they filmed at the end can be found on YouTube, link will be in the description.
You should have sent a warning, a signal from above. If I knew you were coming, I would have prepared for your love. Now that I'm standing here, I'm thinking it wasn't so bad. Sometimes our circumstances are out of our hands. Strike it up. I'm starting to feel that fire we share. Strike it up. It feels so easy to take a stand. Looking back on our yesterdays, we never gave enough. Now I'm ready for a love. Strike it up.
So, she filmed the reality show, and the thing was filmed by Trainee Bros, and that's how they found her. The whole reality show thing etc. happened in November 2017. They called her a few weeks later, announcing that she didn't pass to Kpop, but that Trainee Bros was interested in her, and asked her how would she feel about becoming the first trainee under Trainee Bros and then going to produce. She was obviously shocked. The thing is that the CEO of Trainee Bros had been wanting to create an entertainment label for like 10 years. So she accepted, and they sent a contract, and in January 2018, she came to Korea again for 2 days, doing the first audition to produce and flew back home. Around 2 weeks later, they said she passed, so in middle of February, she came back to Korea again, had a date to rest, another one to practice and did the audition and flew back the next day. She passed again, so she came back again to pass the third audition. She explained that originally, she was supposed to stay in Korea for a week and then go back home and see what happens, but 2 days before she had to flew back, she got a call saying that she got into Produce. Produce 48 was the third season of the Produce series, and because of her American affiliation, she was shy all the time when they had to choose who to do which part. And then, she get injured. She sustained a knee injury, a ligament tear exactly, and the doctor said that she needed to take 2 months off dancing and everything because if she continue, she would require reconstructive surgery on her knee. But our fighting trooper doesn't know the word rest I think. She said that she had the group battle a few days later and she didn't want to give up. So she did the performance with a injured knee. And she smiled and everything. And on the top of that, she hadn't anybody with a banner or anything because she wasn't famous at all at that time and hadn't any screen time. Anyway, Produce is past, let's move on. Alexa tells that until she gets able to debut, she trained literally every day, had weekly evaluations, and was learning Korean at the same time. She struggled sometimes, and wasn't sure if she would be able to debut. And the day finally came, with a little prank. Yeah, to announce to Alex that she was going to debut, they did her a prank. Here is the little story of ZB being so mean and funny at the same time. So, Alex went to the company as always, and Angelina, ZB creative director, said that Mr. Kim wanted to talk to her. Alex stressed and went to the room. Mr. Kim was, according to her, really serious at this moment, and she thought I did something wrong. They all sat down and started to discuss. Mr. Kim asked her how she been doing, how has practice been and everything. Mr. Kim pulled off an envelope, and said, "In this envelope, there is a contract you gotta sign. It's gonna nullify the name Alexa, it's gonna basically cancel all debut plans and gonna guarantee you a flight back home." Alex just thought again, I'm a failure, what did I do wrong, and was simply holding back tears. So, she took the envelope, pulled out the contract, and that was not a contract but a piece of paper saying congratulations on your debut. Alex described them as a fun and playful company, and said she loved them. Afterward, they got the choreography, but they made some corrections because they wanted to make it harder. Then Alex practiced with the dancers, and decided the hair color, the outfit and everything. And then, on October 21, 2019, she debuted with her single, Bomb.
We gon' drop it like a bomb. We gon' drop it like a bomb. Boom, 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 boom. So get ready now. 감당하기 따면서 느려고 I'm your fantasy. 이건 나와 같은 주저하지 말고 소리 높여 It's your melody. 아주 많이 따른 총성 없는 네 머릿속엔 day 전쟁 중.
The song reaches at number 5 on the US top K-pop songs charts with the Korean version of Bomb, and at number 36 with the English version. In 4 days, she hits 2.87 million views on the MV. At the time of the video, the MV have 20 million views, and Alexa made a top 10 debut on World Digital Song Sales chart, reaching number 7 on the chart. It remains at this day her highest charts in it. Her debut cost approximately $300,000, or about 250,680 euros. On February 25, 2020, she returned with her fandom's anthem, AI Trooper.
Coming to get ya. Are you ready for me? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. I set you free. Come and join the troops. Ready like a soldier. Enemies get closer. Be a fighter too. I am on a mission. Let's get in position. Now work it.
The single teased her comeback, around 2 weeks later, with Do or Die.
It's do or die. 오직 난 one shot. I'm a one girl army. Pack it up, saw zero base. Charge it up, don't you get it? 던져봤자 locked. Queen's iconic. 발음을 더 키워봐. 나는 더 energetic. And I'm like oh. 지금 내가 보낸 널. I'm not afraid anymore. 이미 넌 늦었어. Oh, 시선을 가려 cover. You see me say like a mother.
A mini album came with 8 tracks, Kitty Run,
일어나 시작해 morning. 오늘도 얼마나 boring. 미리 담아기는 sorry. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Tiki-taka we no problem. 날 위협하면 hurt you. 하나 더 완성한 snare. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. How to play. 가져와 superpower in this game. 못 이겨 bitter loser. Get in the fray. 꼬리 흔들어주고. Oh no, get mad.
AI Trooper, Do or Die, Bomb, Bomb EDM Remix, and Do or Die, Bomb and AI Trooper instrumentals. Unfortunately, Do or Die and even almost all the rest of her songs don't have charts data. All we know is the number of views at that time, 10 million views. On May 6 of the same year, she was a part of the Melanesia project, Be the Future, with Intuit and Dreamcatcher. The project, supported by UNESCO's Global Education Coalition, was released to bring attention to the importance of education and safety during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We never had this problem, never like this before. It's spreading pretty fast, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. 매일 반복되는 날 is something that you can't control. But let me show you how we gonna get through this. Come along with me, yeah. Wash your hands up, be clean, clean. Put your mask on, simple indeed. Baby, we can win together. Every day 우리는 so here we go. 힘을 내요, baby. Oh na 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 na, we as one. Oh na 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 na, 지켜줘. Baby, we can win together. Every day 우리는 so here we go. 힘을 내요, baby.
End of June and until early August, she was a guest host on How Did I Get Here podcast, and on August 7, 2020, Dive Studios announced on their Twitter that Alexa officially became a new co-host on Die alongside with Day6J. The podcast won a few awards, like People's Choice and Entertainment category by Podcast Award in 2020 and Best Podcast 2020 by Apple Podcast. She won the Next Artist Award at the Sorobata Best K-Music Awards on August 13, RD, the Focus Singer Award at the Asian Artist Awards on November 28, SD, and the Artist to Watch in 2021 Award at the Euro K-Pop Awards. She released Villain, a new pre-release single for her next EP, on July 16th.
시소리는 big sound 이 밤이 우리를 눈치 못 채게 Blame it all on me 불타게 한 건 나니까 눈치 보며 비하지 마 세상은 나랑 달라 경계를 풀고 Call me a villain so what? Call me a villain so what? Sorry, not sorry, I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. Sorry, not sorry. 누가 뭐래도 I'm not guilty. Yeah, I'm a bad bitch.
The MV has at the time of this video 4 million views. She released a featuring with the fat rat named Rule the World on September 4th.
Rule the world, you know we rule the world. Rule the world, you know we rule the world.
Sky punching, yeah, we're gonna have it all. Cloud nine jumping, happy, I got you, you got me. Engines running, we'll be taking all the dawn. Treasure hunting, glory, I got you, you got me. Dragons at the gate, they won't stop us getting to the top.
The song has only 158,000 views on AleXa's channel and 5 million on the Fat Rat channel. On October 21st, Alexa released her second mini-album Decoherence, with the title track Revolution.
왕관 오직 하나 내 모든 곳을 채우는 밤 This is a revolution Revolution of the mind 다들 illusion 뒤섞이는 이 감각 Let's burn it oh, 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 oh. Come and join the revolution Revolution Enemies closing in 내 스치듯해 내 고리를 찾아냈어
The track list contains 7 tracks: Villain, Burnout,
긴 촛불처럼 타올라 뜨거워져 on my mind Set on fire, set on fire 붉게 탄 네 맘을 don't you know 내 안에 번진 불길을 따라가 Set on fire 한 줌을 너를 개차 불꽃처럼 너를 집어삼켜 향기처럼 태워버릴 smoky love 타올라도 burn out 말라서 burn out 내 모든 게 제가 될 때까지 전부 타올라
Revolution, Moon and Back.
Every day, every night 가족들의 목소리 들려 돌아가고 싶어서 새까만 밤에 작게 빛나는 나를 찾아 내게 손을 흔들며 이름 불러주던 너 조그맣던 그 목소리에
Revolution English version and the instrumentals of Revolution and Villain. The MV for Revolution is almost at 8 million views at the time of this video. Revolution had spent 9 weeks on the charts, and here's a view of the chart's peak positions in many countries. On January 14, 2021, AleXa released the new digital single, Never Let You Go.
오랜만이야 어땠어 그때보다 더 정말 좋아 보여 처음 만난 그때처럼 네 미소는 나를 웃게 해 And I breathe again.
The MV has 554,000 views now, and is the start of a new part of AleXa's universe. As said in the description, AleXa A chart, symbolizing the heart of a human, is the code name for the artificial intelligence's emotional side, and kicks off AleXa's new multiverse, Project Parts. She released an acoustic version featuring the band One We on February 8th.
오랜만이야 어땠어 그때보다 더 정말 좋아 보여 처음 만난 그때처럼 네 미소는 나를 웃게 해 And I breathe again.
On January 29th, AleXa created a new YouTube channel called AleXa 360. She released some fun videos of her daily life on it.
Hello? Yeah, troopers? Yes? Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm busy doing hot girl stuff. What hot girl stuff? Could it be? Opening a new channel, of course! Let me turn down the ambiance a little bit.
Kitty run run, kitty run run.
The 7th of February, she did a live announcing that she had sprained her ankle. She simply slipped on ice coming back from the convenience store, and ended with a painful ankle for some weeks. But it's healed now, I hope. On March 18th, AleXa was announced to be making her acting debut in the Netflix drama, Goddamn 2, and on April 12th, AleXa released the OST I Miss You Every Day for the drama Somehow Family.
부족한 거지 싫은 거겠지 좋아한다면 애써비하진 않겠지 힘들게 해서 너무 좋아해서 흔들려서 널 볼 때마다 웃는 게 그저 보는 게
So, I think we are coming to the end of this video. There are so much things to say about AleXa, so much anecdotes too, like this day when she get to the hospital because of Revolution MV. To resume, Alex is very different from AleXa. Alex describes herself as a very shy and awkward person, and said that she put the best of Alex, like the confidence and everything, into AleXa. The thing is she hasn't any connections in Korea. She hopes that through her career, one day someone will look up at her mother and find out that they are from the same family. Basically, she wants to find her family in Korea, and that's the most moving and meaningful objective I've ever seen. We will wait together for Alex's next comeback. Shout out to the clown troopers. It was Cattell. See you another time.
I've always been like a creative type since I was a kid. Like since I was literally old enough to read and write, my dad taught me how to write prose, poetry. Maybe someday I'll be doing this, maybe in a few years. Can you imagine?
알았지?
The actual debut is set for like Halloween time.
Oh my god!
Same reaction.
That is wonderful. Now I'm crying. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's wonderful.
꼭 이루고 싶은 꿈이 생겼어요. 한국에서 꼭 성공해서 엄마를 위해 가족들을 찾아야겠다.
하나, 넷,